Okay, all right. So I'm recording now. Okay. So the fifth activity, what they are doing, it is the image building, right? Public image. So that's another group called public image, where the director of public image will take care of all the projecting ourselves to the public aspect of it. See, like this, we are looking at all the Rotary work. And then the fifth, sixth aspect of it is youth services. How do we take care of the Rotary clubs, Interact club? How do we engage them? So that is on the youth services. So these are all nothing but our activities are being grouped into different buckets, and each bucket is being given to one or two directors, and these directors, along with the form a group of few members, focus on that particular aspect. Is that doable? Given our time limitation, right? So we are busy probably 40 hours, 45 hours in our primary main business or job. So now you just plan it well. You can give probably 3 to 4 hours every week, or maybe 2 hours every week to a particular group that you assign to you, like membership. How do we retain the members? How do we just plan it out? And then not only that, you have each of you have 1 or 2 or 3 members in your group and exclusively focus on that aspect. Then the overall club will be dynamic and diverse. It's a vibrant club. When everybody contributes little on their focused activity, then basically it's very easy job. It's not at all complicated, and it can be done. Club can function very well, and you can focus on your job, and then but dedicate every week. Okay, maybe on Saturday or Sunday, I will probably take 2 hours or 3 hours for Rotary, exclusively for Rotary, and whatever is the activity that is given to you, I will do that. That's it. That's all you have to do. Nothing more. Right? Let me just share a PPT with, I think, pretty much all the activities that we talked about. They're all there. Let me just share that PPT. So can everybody see it?
Yeah.
Can everybody see the PPT?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Not a PPT. Excel sheet is
You are seeing Excel or PPT?
Excel sheet we are showing.
Oh, one second. Let me just shop it.
It's an Excel sheet, not a PPT.
Not the, okay, one second. I think I shared the wrong. Okay, now can you see the PPT?
Yeah.
All right. See, in Rotary, there are 5 avenues of service. One is the club service. So all the meetings, administration, accounts, these are all comes under your club service. The second aspect is called vocational. What is vocational? All of us are experts in a particular area. Some are chartered accountants, some are probably can talk about the minerals like Upajaya shop, right? Some are can talk about the NGOs like Somashastri Garu. Some are, excellent professors like Vaishali. So the vocational service is nothing but you provide your expertise and skill and trying to use that expertise and skill to the community. That is called vocational service. The third is community service. That is nothing but all the 50 projects we did, they're all part of community, right? Fourth aspect is called international. International is basically establishing the relationships with the international communities, international clubs. These are all your international. Fifth aspect is called youth or Rotaract Club or Interact Club. How do you engage with the youth in the community? So these are all the 5 different avenues of service, right? So the club directors basically are, like I think we talked about this, club administration, membership, Rotary Foundation. These are all the public image branding, right? These are all pretty much, except the last international global grant, we have probably have done activities in all the 6 different areas in the last 7 months. The global grants is something that probably will be done in the next coming Rotary year, right? So I pretty much, I think all of you are basically assigned to one of these as a director to one of these particular areas, right? So what does the club administrator do? He helps the club secretary with meeting so we need to conduct the meeting. So club administrator helps the secretary with meeting logistics, attendance, make sure that people attend. And then I help Srinivas with collecting the membership dues. And then administrator also for fellowships we talked about, right? Club administrator along with the team has to plan for good, fun and interesting fellowships and social events. And then the newsletter Shravya is producing, that comes under our club communication, including our club news. These are all the activities or responsibility of a club administration team. Right? Membership has 2 aspects. You retain the existing members and add the new members, right? How do we retain the existing members? Can I think maybe one of you are can answer the question. Not Malini. Okay, others. How do we retain the existing members?
I think it's self-explanatory because of the projects that we are doing and the level of engagement that we are putting as a club. I believe reviewing those again with the current members would help them retain.
Okay, see, a lot of projects doing, does it mean that all the members are engaged in those projects?
But doing,
so we are
doing the
talking about
services,
retaining the, let's say, see, some of the members have either probably not participated in the project, not attended the meetings, right? So what do you think will be the mindset of these members where they have neither participated in the meetings nor attended the projects? What do you think will be the mindset of these kinds of members about the Rotary membership?
Basically, they will be disconnected and they don't know, they're not connected to our activities.
Correct, right? See what happens, Srinivas, you are right. So those members who have not experienced have a direct experience of our club projects or the meetings or the fellowship, like Srinivas said, they are disconnected, number 1. Right? So those are the members that need to be engaged, number 1. So it is the responsibility of this membership team, look for those members, why they are not coming for the meetings, why they are not participating in the project, why they are not contributing anything. Talk to them, engage them, find out what are their interests, how will they like to get engaged. So that is the retention is the That is the aspect of the challenge this membership team has to take care of it. Got it? Otherwise, if you leave them like that see, I'll tell you, there are many kinds of members in Rotary. So a lot of members I've seen there where they are member for 10 years. All they want to in the social circle is I'm a Rotary member. So they don't leave the Rotary. All they want to tell their basically I'm a Rotary Club member. That's it. So we need to understand if they are happy just being a Rotary member, leave them. Don't force them to, right? But you need to look at those members. Are they happy being a Rotary member? Then you happy. But there are members who are saying, but internally they might be thinking, okay, I've joined Rotary. Am I getting anything or not getting anything? So those are the kinds of members we need to, this membership team, identify them, engage them, and so that slowly bring them into Rotary stream. Clear? That is what is the retention. So don't use the same stick to all the members. So you need to categorize the members, inactive members, into different buckets. If then tackle those members according to that particular member's interest, right? That is what is the retention engagement part. Okay. Then there are actually many tools are available in the Rotary membership assessment tools. Probably to find out what kind of member is it. Probably the membership assessment tools can give you some data, right? Then, okay, second question is, so now see, on October 24th, all of you are new members. So now slowly members are joining. How should we handle the new members? Anyone? Sir, Somashastri Garu, or I think I want those members who are not speaking. I want them to speak. Somashastri Garu or Vaishali Madam or Upajay Saab. How should we handle the new members?
Maybe ask the service in his area. Try to get his inputs so that he'll be engaged initially. Then we can make an effort so that he'll be motivated starting.
Okay, wonderful, Nagesh. Yeah, any sir, Upajay Saab? How should we take care of the new member? Sir, Upajay Saab?
Sir, orientation towards Rotary activities.
Okay.
They must understand what we are doing, and based on that, how they can contribute in their nearby areas.
Okay.
By discussion. So one way we are educating them, another way we are involving them how to become active member into this Rotary environment. So I think these are the 2 points which will also cover the retention part also, because we should attempt that there should not be any sleeping member in our community. To avoid that, we should give an environment where day one they are involved in one or other way in some or other activity. So probably that will help us to make people going to sleeping mode.
Okay. Yeah. Wonderful, Supajay. So the first important thing is a member brings another member into Rotary, right? For example, Anusha brought her husband into Rotary. So Anusha has to basically make sure that her husband, give that interest to Rotary, right? Or similarly, basically Srivardhan has brought, the Manoj into Rotary, right? So Srivardhan probably has to engage with Manoj, make sure that, he is actively involved in Rotary. So the new member the member that brings another member has to constantly engage, but at least for 3 months and hold them. Second aspect of is existing members has to give a comfort feeling to the new member. If they don't feel comfortable in first 2-3 meetings, the probability of them leaving club or Rotary is high. It's very important that the first thing, they should feel comfortable. They should comfortable with the people with the environment, with the activity. So that is the, so these are all the some of the aspects we have to look at the new members, right? Okay. Another aspect is called diversity. How many of you know what is diversity and classification? Rotary uses this diversity and classification very well. Any of you?
Diversity is basically
Sorry? Oh, somebody was talking.
Carry on, Vamsi, please.
Yeah, Srivardhan, go ahead.
Yeah, basically diversity in the sense we should have people from various walks of life as members. It is not that only one set of people or one kind of people become members. We should have different like advocates, IT professionals, NGO partners, and all, and people who are into community services, social workers. All kinds of people should be a part of the club. And instead of having only one kind of people being drawn into the club membership.
Excellent. Yes, Srivardhan.
And
I
it should
think
also have equal number of female and ratio.
Good. See, that is the Rotary was famous for. I think probably in our club itself, you look at the classification, probably we have at least maybe 10 to 15 different classification of people. Right? So overall, Rotary has 300 different classifications available of the people. So when what Rotary strongly recommend is, under each classification, probably try not to have more 4 or 5 kind of a members, right? So you have to look at the assessment, try to attract the members from the classification and diversity that is not there in our club. So that is what is basically the diversity and classification, right? For example, in our club, do we have any lawyers? Probably we don't have a lawyer, right? So we probably don't have any jewelry people, right? So like this, there are various kinds of classifications of member that is not there, right? So that is what is basically the classification and diversity. Okay. That is under membership, right? Okay. Why Rotary Foundation? Let's see. Vaishali madam, are you there? Or Pravina madam? I want one of them who has not at all spoken to speak. I think I don't know whether they're actively listening, or Pravina or Vaishali madam. Sir, Somashastri garu, are you listening?
Somashastri gari bandwidth is not good. He is in the train.
Okay. All right, Krishna, can you speak? Why do you think that we need to donate Rotary, Krishna? Why should we actually donate Rotary Foundation?
Yeah, so some of the global grant projects you did, right? Though for those, the funds come from the main Rotary International. So all the TRF donations which go to the main club will be distributed back for the needy causes.
Okay. What are the other reasons? Excellent. What are the other reasons?
Yeah,
okay, let me ask this question. How many of you have donated to large NGOs in the world besides Rotary? Like UNICEF or World Health Organization or CRY, lot of famous NGOs, right? How many of you donated money to large organizations, NGOs?
Yeah, I did as well. Yeah.
Okay. So Vamsi, let me ask you this question. Which NGO did you donate?
It's UNICEF and World Vision India.
Okay. So do you know what percentage of the money that you donated will actually go to project cost, will be used for project?
Nope.
Okay. Let me tell you. If you donate $100 to UNICEF, only $70 will be used to spend on projects. Whereas same $100, if you donate to Rotary Foundation, 92 basically is $92 will be used for projects. So why is it Rotary is it Rotary? What is why Rotary is doing this magic? Any idea? How is it possible for Rotary to spend $92 on the project?
I don't know. My knowledge is limited on this, but I assume Rotary follows club-based model with multiple clubs in a single zone or a single region, wherein other organizations like UNICEF and World Vision operate centrally. So probably that's one of the reason. I don't know.
No. I'll tell you. I see very simple. How
How
many volunteers UNICEF has?
message?
How many volunteers
No
UNICEF has?
idea. No idea.
How many volunteers Rotary has?
A lot.
1.2 million, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So that itself, that shows it, because UNICEF runs their organization by paying salaries to the employees. Whereas Rotary Foundation is run by who? We. So
Makes
we
sense,
donate the money, we withdraw the money.
Right.
Can you do that with
Volunteers
UNICEF?
run.
Can you do that with UNICEF? Can you donate $100 and ask UNICEF to spend that $100 somewhere else? Can you ask UNICEF to do that?
No, I mean, from the recent knowledge, obviously, no.
No, right? But in Rotary, you can. So that is the power of Rotary Foundation.
Got it.
So when you donate, we donate the money to Rotary Foundation. We may decide how to spend it. We withdraw the money. So none of the largest charity organizations in the world give you that flexibility.
Got it.
So it's so efficient. I think Charity Navigator has rated as 4-star for consecutively for last 14 years. It's the world's best charity navigator. If you look at it, it's the Rotary Foundation is always rated highest consecutively for last 14 years. Okay, so now now do we understand? So that means so we are guaranteed that 92% of our money goes to actual utilization. Okay, so that's the reason why we need to encourage. See, not only our members, right? You know probably so many other people who donate to CRY, who donate to UNICEF and a lot of other things. You tell them, give them this knowledge. Hey, if you donate to this, only 70% will be spent. If you donate to us, 92% will be spent. I'm sure, I think they also not aware of it. I'm sure whatever the money they are donating to other charities probably will come to Rotary Foundation. So this director is responsible for this Rotary Foundation, right? Now it's clear on what is the role of this director: educate members on Rotary Foundation, collect the thing, work on the global grants and all. Okay. Okay, so what is the third aspect of the public image, right? So why do we need to do the public image? Anybody? Is it required? See, one of the things that a lot of people will say is, hey, this guy is trying to do a self-promotion. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard of it. Hey, this guy does this project, puts his photos on the Facebook, trying to get a mileage, self-promotion and all. I'm sure, I think a lot of you must have come across these comments and criticism.
Yes.
Is that true?
No.
Okay, that Malini, okay. Srinivas, have you come across this criticism? Why, Srinivas, you are trying to promote yourself, putting a lot of this thing? Any of your friends, anything, Srinivas? Or Vaishali madam or Sam Shastri garu, anybody? I did. I come because last 10 years, lot of, hey, Suren, you are trying to promote too much of yourself on the Facebook. Why do we promote? Is
Awareness.
it, sorry?
Awareness, to create awareness
Awareness about?
about projects, service, as well as it's not a single person thing. It's a group of
It's a group of
activities.
things,
So it's
right? Okay.
yeah.
So what will we get out
Yes.
of that awareness?
So
Why
if
do we need-
anybody is interested, if anybody interested in the service projects, they'll be part of our community. So
Wonderful.
that way we can increase the membership and also doing more better projects.
Oh, excellent, excellent. See, that is the reason why you do that public image. Probably, maybe indirectly, probably people could say, hey, you are trying to, from putting a lot of photos, promote yourself. That probably is the secondary thing. The primary goal is we are trying to tell our network, hey, we are doing a good job. Will please be part of it. Either through donations or join our project, join as a member. So that is possible only for each of us will go and tell our network through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram. Don't worry about other people comment. See, the doing good in the world has to be possible only for each of us, promote, encourage others to doing it. That's possible through public image, right? So I'm sure Gulraj is doing a wonderful job. I think he is very active in Facebook. I think Twitter and Instagram is not being done the way probably this can be done. Public images, one person can take focus on Facebook and one member can take up a Twitter, another member, I think Facebook anyway, I think Gulraj is taking care of it. Maybe, one member can take up Twitter and another member take up Instagram, right? And another member can focus on print and visual media. So that way, with limited thing, we have a huge reach of networking through multiple channels, right? Okay, so what is the other thing? Youth services, right? So what is the purpose of this youth services? Why do we need engaged youth? Yeah, Upadhyay sir, why do we need this youth services? What do we get out of it?
Preparing to join social service, number one. Number two, developing skill of leadership, communication, etc. in them. Third is maybe afterward they feel like joining our Rotary at a later stage of time when they are part of that journey. And in that way, they will become in the mainstream of Rotary and join, taking the other step forward.
Exactly. Okay. Good. See, youth, the school children and the college students, they are the future, right? So if we engage them in Rotary activities now itself, number one, their personality will change, right? So they definitely will become a great citizens in the future, right? So basically, so that and then so much benefit. So that's the reason we need to engage them and tell them that how they can improve their personality, how they can improve their communication skills, how they can actually do the social service activity. And so there are a lot of students in the government where the parents are illiterate. Maybe they can go back and teach their parents how to read and study. So much thing, and with the technology that at disposal, youth are a great assets. So we need to tap them, utilize them. So that is where the youth services director like Pravina madam, are you there? Okay, so that is where I think Pravina is already, it's a great step. She has taken it up along with Sadhana and Medagaru for starting this Rotary clubs. But now we need to sustain them, right? One of the great things is called RILA, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. It's a RILA is a one day or half a day leadership event that can be done for all these Rotary clubs. where the leadership skills can be developed. The second is youth exchange programs across the countries or across the clubs. So where students, from Bombay, we can host it in Hyderabad, and we can take the students from Hyderabad, host with a club in Bombay. That is what is called the youth exchange programs, right? All right. So international. Now I think we have some 3 Krishna and international directors. Right. So Anusha, what do you think is the international? How the R Nagesh? What do you think is how as a NRI member? How do you think that the value can be added by sitting in US?
Going to different clubs, the Rotary clubs, and
Right.
explaining what projects they have, what projects we have, and trying to get hold of some service projects in India and show
Right.
them that what is the need about it.
Okay. All right. So the first step, I guess, the Nagesh is the directly going towards the project is probably the way that approach is first attend 1, 2, or 3 meetings of the clubs, maybe 3 or 4 good big clubs in nearby area, right? Just attend them, their meetings, then establish the relationship with them. Don't talk about the project to them. Right? First, they should know you, they should feel comfortable with you, and then you should feel comfortable with them. Okay. Then slowly in the 4th meeting or all, probably you can talk about you are an international, your club actually located in India, and so many projects can be done, and just find out what kind of project they are doing. I think a lot of these large clubs have foundations of their own. I think there is a lot of clubs, and I think 10 or 15 US clubs has a $1 million or more foundation. They do that. It's a huge, similar to Rotary Foundation, a lot of large clubs have their own foundations. They raise the funds, they give the projects, they spend it in their local community or international projects, right? So I can help you with, each of you, if you share your zip code, I will tell you which are the good clubs in your area. Right? Which clubs has what kind of a foundation, and which are the clubs that we need to establish the relationships and all. Okay, that's how basically it works in US. So once that, okay, that, okay, this guy is serious, they will try to, share their plans. And then one more thing we need to remember is the international clubs, they have very good, the large clubs, they have excellent planning. They try to complete their year probably in the 1st quarter itself. June, July, August, they will complete their planning. So anything that we need to associate, we need to get them associated in July, August itself. And then if you try to ask them for anything, they'll say, okay, next year we will see. So it's just like in our, the budget, where the April, May are the lot of planning and all will be done. A lot of clubs in US and a lot of developed countries, they try to complete their planning in July, August. So I think this is the best time for you guys to find out, clubs in your area, try to reach out to them, and then start establishing a relationship. Maybe in July you can do that. Maybe in August you can talk about, we plan for large projects and all. Okay.
Okay.
And then another thing we can actually do is friendship exchange, right? That could be, very helpful. See what we can say, hey guys, why don't we guys come to Hyderabad? We have our club can host you. So that's a great way to have established relationship. Tell them, hey, come to Hyderabad. We will show you around in Hyderabad, good tourism places. So that is that I think in Rotary, a lot of things happen. Friendship exchange. That is something you guys can look at it when you visit this club. Talk about this friendship exchange, right? And then you can talk about the global grants opportunities, right? I think that probably I covered. I think almost all areas. I think, am I on time?
No.
Exactly 8:30.
Sir, you have to
Yeah.
cover 7 focus areas also.
All right. So briefly, let me cover. Okay, let me just maybe that could be. Let me ask the question. So Anusha, do you know all the 7 focus area of Rotary?
I think if I remember correctly, if I recall, I think peace is one among them. Peace and
Wonderful.
promoting peace
Peace and
and
conflict
harmony.
resolution. Right. Okay.
Yeah. And the other one is poverty.
Okay. You stop there. You stop there. Okay. Now, yeah, Vamsi, can you tell me the second focus area?
Child health.
Women and child health. Wonderful. Second. Excellent. Okay. Upajay sir, third focus area.
Health and hygiene.
Health and hygiene. Okay. Wonderful. Third. Yeah. Srinivas, fourth focus area.
Literacy, yeah? Education and literacy.
Okay. Education and literacy. Fourth. Wonderful. Yeah. Srivardhan, fifth focus area. Okay.
Youth service.
Sir, Somashastri garu, I think education, I think Srinivas has said.
So somebody can remember Bhaskar and tell.
Environment.
Yes. Environment, excellent, Malini. Fifth is environment. What else? Yeah, anyone else maybe can complete the.
Economic development.
Yeah, exactly. Economic and community development. Beautiful. 36. I think Somashastri garu had brought a good point.
Service. Wash.
Yes, wash, right? Sanitation.
Seventh post.
Yeah, sanitation basically, right?
Yes.
See, I think Somashastri garu has written a good chart. How many of you, we all know that sustainable development goals of the United Nations, right? So the countries are ranked based on the sustainable SDGs. They're all. So most of these focus areas, they're all falls under SDGs. So what we have to do, look at it is, where is under SDG, what is our current ranking and why a particular ranking is that, what are the gaps and how do we address the gap? That is the approach, right? So that is where the projects can be looked at it in helping improve the sustainable development goals of the country so that the development of the country can improve. That is what I think Somashastri is saying, right? So the community projects, we can plan it up, large projects to small projects in the, in each of these areas. So a lot of projects can be done without money, probably with little money. So these are all the 7 focus areas that what Malini has mentioned. That all comes under community project, right? Okay. Any questions? Anything? Is that I presume? I hope this session is very useful to a lot of you.
Suren sir, what is this assessment tool?
Then that is called membership assessment tools. I'll share the document and some of the tools, Upajay sir. So what is the way is we do the club assessment using these tools, where it will tell you basically is, okay, what are the good things we are doing, what are the things that club needs to improve, all those aspects we need to do. So work on improving certain areas. That is what is the club assessment. I'll share the document, Upajay sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you.
సురేన్ గారు నాకు హాట్ స్టాప్ ఉందండి. నేను మళ్ళీ క్యాచ్ అప్ అవుతాను. నేను ఇప్పుడు
No problem. I
ఇండియాలోనే
think I'm
ఉన్నాను.
done actually anyway. Unless somebody has any questions, I think we can wrap it up.
ఓకే సార్, ఐ డ్రాప్ ఆఫ్ అండ్ ఐ క్యాచ్ అప్ సార్.
Yeah,
నేను
thanks,
ఇండియాలోనే
Nagesh.
ఉన్నాను. కలుస్తాను మిమ్మల్ని.
Nagesh garu, Nagesh, one minute before concluding, Suren garu అయిపోయింది కదా?
Yeah, అయిపోయిందండి.
Yeah. Before giving it to Srinivas for giving vote of thanks, just I want to bring to the notice of the members present here. Nagesh garu ఎందుకున్నానంటే we are proposing 3rd fellowship very shortly. అంటే మనకి ఎలాగో డేట్స్ కుదరవు కాబట్టి we will have a dinner meeting somewhere in a hotel here, and I am inviting Nagesh and Swati to attend the fellowship. So within the next 2-3 days I will be giving the details. where we are going, in which hotel we are meeting. Though it is a working day, June మనకి చాలా programs ఉన్నాయి. 19th Sunday పెట్టుకుందాం అంటే కుదరదు. డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ట్రైనింగ్ అసెంబ్లీ ఉంది, 26 అవార్డ్స్ ఫంక్షన్ ఉంది వరంగల్లో. సో we will, on a working day, we will go for a dinner. Vamsi is there. If Vamsi is present for the information
Yes,
benefit of, yeah. Vamsi, you can also attend if possible. If it is convenient to you, we will meet in the evening somewhere. I think in Begumpet, Voris or somewhere. And for that, I am inviting Nagesh and Swati so that whenever NRIs are visiting, we will have a small get